Good morning. Welcome to this beautiful morning. I am John Halcyon. This is our Love Ambassador Hug Nation morning. Time to share some gratitude. Time to connect. And if it hits me with the muse, I'll sing a song for us. And if there is four wheels, we can get on the bus. And if we've got some gratitude that we can share together, we can do it if it's sunny out or even in bad weather. It's Hug Nation, the morning Hug Nation. Now, do. Good morning. Look at us. We are green screened. I was just playing this morning. Thought I would give it a whirl, but I couldn't get it dialed in lighting wise enough so that it didn't look really silly. So this is non-silly. Good morning, Gerbot. You might notice from the sound of my voice that I'm feeling pretty good today. My back seems to be healing. Still being very careful, still taking ibuprofen, still doing traction and icing and being very gentle, but I feel so much better than I did a few days ago. And just so, like a few days ago, you could hear my voice. I was worried. So I am so grateful for this healing body and for the gentle self-care that I've been able to summon. I went to a party yesterday and I left early because I was like, I just don't want to push it. So, and I was driving home. I'm like, I want to go. I'm like, this is the right decision and feeling good about it today. Good morning, Jason. Good morning, Razorblade. Good morning, Sid. Good morning, Jennifer. Thank you. It was great. The party I went to yesterday, it was a birthday party with like a rock and roll theme. And 3 men all were there with black mesh fish net tops. So I got a cool photo of the 3 of us all with like funky sunglasses and mesh. Like this is how grown-ups are supposed to dress. So I'm grateful that I had a chance to celebrate another friend's birthday yesterday, and grateful I got to see a bunch of people I love, and actually shared my sketchbook with a number of people yesterday, including on the way home from the party. I stopped by my brother and sister-in-law, and I shared with them. And my sister-in-law, Jen, is an amazing artist. Everything she touches is so creatively beautiful. And so it was really fun to share with her. And I felt like this genuine appreciation for the creativity I've been expressing. So that was awesome. So grateful for that. Sid is grateful for girlhood and sleepovers. My bestie Paige slept over and helping me pack for the burn. Yay for besties. Yays for friendships. Yay for doing tasks together. Gerbot is grateful for the opportunity to see the closing show of The Dead at the Sphere last night with a couple friends. Oh man, you are raising the bar on experiences. It's going to be tough to keep this pace up of month-long trips to Europe and the Sphere. Woo! But well done. Well lived, adventure man. We were talking yesterday at the party about like, what bands would you love to see at the Sphere? And like, I'm not a huge live music person, so I don't know. It's like not an easy answer for me. But my friend was like, Kiss. If Kiss came out of retirement and played the Sphere, that would be my dream show. I was like, oh, that does sound pretty awesome. Seriously, good morning, John. And good morning, Darren. Anyone else have any gratitude they would like to share? I am grateful for my beloved Lisa. She is traveling now and running a retreat, and so grateful that she is out spreading her wisdom and love in the world. I'm grateful. I went to this party yesterday, and I'm in a different place where I'm not partying, I'm not drinking, and so I get to a party when it starts, which I never used to do. and then leave when people start to get their groove on. And if I start to feel a little left out, then I'm like, oh, now it's time for me to leave. But I brought my sketchbook and I brought some watercolor paper, and I asked the birthday girl, I go, well, what's your favorite animal? And she said a lioness. And then she told me all the reasons why. And so then I went to the other room and I took like 20 minutes and I drew pencil Sharpie, and then watercolored, and I made her a little birthday painting and gave it to her, which felt really good. John is grateful for their 14-year-old daughter. Nice. Darren got to see the sphere as well. Awesome. Good morning, Nika. Good morning. I am grateful for a very wild experience that I had yesterday. I'm in this Facebook group called Everything Pink, and there's like 300,000 members, people that love pink, mostly women that love pink all over the US and the world, but most of them are, I think, feels like Midwest Americans that are religious. So there's like half the posts are like people take a pink background and say, God is always with you. And I'm like, what is this? Just because it's the color is pink in the picture? That doesn't, but most people are sharing pictures of pink cars and pink everything. And so I posted a picture of my memories came up of me wearing pink pants, pink mesh top, pink goggles. And I said, can pink be masculine? I think it can. And the number of people that were like, it can, but this ain't it. This person is clearly gay, like, and then there were people defending me, mostly not. Most people were saying, yeah, like a pink polo is okay, or a pink dress shirt, but this is nothing, there's nothing masculine about this person. I'm like, stop it. No, it was fun. I was grateful for the experience of being like, I am like, the judgment literally had zero bite to it for me. I'm like I'm looking at the picture, I'm like, that dude's fucking awesome. So if you can't see the masculine in that is nothing to do with me. Macho man. Good morning, Hope. Anyone else want to share any gratitude before we head out into the day? I am grateful that my dear friend Brandon reached out and asked for my help. He said, my daughter really wants to have pink hair for her first day of school, and we haven't had much luck. Could you help us? And I'm like, and you're willing to bleach? Go, we've already bleached it, but then the dye didn't stay. I'm like, oh, yes, I will be over this afternoon with my 20 volume developer, and I'll pick up some blue dye at the store, and Uncle John's your guy. Good morning, Chris. Chris is grateful after a busy week to just chill. Good to see you. Exactly, Jennifer. It's not me, it's them. It's so obvious. Like, like this, for someone to say this person's gay. I'm like, like, you can't make it more obvious of your own biases if to look at a photograph of a human being and go, oh, I can tell by their clothing decisions that they are attracted to X, Y, or Z, or XX, XY, or XX, Y. Good morning, Jade. Good morning, Quentin. Darren is grateful for a full weekend off work. Jennifer says, I am grateful for 114 days sober from everything. Oh, I'm sorry. Jade said that. I apologize. Good job, Jade. Yes. I just checked. I'm at like a year and a half off intoxicants. So I've gotten that past. If that's confusing, I can get more into it. But alcohol, GHB, ketamine are my, and I also no cannabis either. And yeah, well done, Jade. Jennifer says, sorry, I clicking and it moved. Jennifer says, I'm grateful for a beautiful day and an opportunity to be a love ambassador. Yes, me too. Nika says, you're a perfect example of don't judge a book by its cover. That's the whole reason I did pink hair in the first place. 20 something years ago was I didn't like the idea that a color is reserved for certain people, and I'm like that. So by being a straight identifying man choosing pink, it forces people to be like, oh, I guess I have to be a little bit more critical with my thoughts and judgments. Quentin says, I am grateful for my fiance moving here next month. Woo woo! Congratulations. That sounds like a beautiful chapter. Cohabitation. What a powerful classroom that is. I am in that classroom now, and I'll just say that. I'm in that classroom now. I love it. Jade says, still trying to regulate myself. It's kind of weird, but meditating walks help. Can't sit down and meditate. Too busy. Need to move. That's great. I just talked to a friend who spent a week in a meditation retreat near San Francisco, and walking meditation was a huge part of their daily practices. And like I find, like for me, my painting has been a part of a meditative practice. Even if like sometimes I'll have a TV on, like an old movie that I don't have to watch closely, and then I'm just painting and I'm just being present in that moment. So I think that if there is something that you cannot replace with silent, quiet sitting meditation, but there's so many other ways to be meditative that is healthy and productive. And honestly, Jade, just another day not using whatever else is, you can say, I did it, I win. Even if I did not meditate, even if I got frustrated, even if I ate a whole bunch of ice cream, like, did I stick to my commitment to myself? Well, then, good job. Nika is grateful to have ordered whatever restock items needed for the burn. Only need to pack my looks. I still feel like I have a lot to do, but I got my pins in the mail to give away. I got my labels for my P-Jug deodorizer. I gotta get Lisa's bike fixed up. I got the Hugmobile an oil change and a little tune-up. I think I'm looking good. Good morning, Michelle. Good to see you. Good morning. And good morning, Brent. Busload, good morning. Busload saying, I am looking forward to seeing my campmates, but struggling to get excited about my 14th burn. Suggestions welcome. Good question. It depends on what your obstacle is. Like sometimes for me, my obstacle is thinking about all the struggles and the heat, and I get caught up in the things that I'm not looking forward to. But then if I look at photos, or I just this morning was editing some video of the pink ride, which is like my favorite thing, and just getting my head into those great moments is like, oh, like I'm gonna have experiences when I'm overheated and I'm uncomfortable and I'm frustrated. And I'm gonna have moments where I'm like, I can't believe I'm in the middle of this dream. So I keep trying to remember those moments, even if it's just a few of those moments that are just beyond what is possible in a default landscape. So old photos, clips of video, maybe even I'll say this: I have a on YouTube a playlist of music videos, which is like Pink Ride, mostly Pink Ride footage, and with some cool music. And there's a bunch of them, so that's what I put on as just a way to just get me into the zone of happy times and happy thoughts. Jade says, "Do I decorate my bikes?" My bikes are, well, her bike is not is more subtle. My bikes are covered in pink fur. I've got an e-bike that's covered in pink fur. I got two actually. One's a pink scooter that I don't think I'm going to bring because I've heard that it's pretty bumpy and the scooter doesn't have any shocks and anything, and so it's tough to drive when the roads aren't smooth. And then I have a pink e-bike, pink fur, glorious. Thanks, Quentin and Busload. Any other gratitude shares? Anyone? If you missed me at the beginning, I'm feeling so grateful that my body is on the mend, that I do not feel like I am slipping back into nerve pain, prolonged nerve pain, which is what my fear was, 4 or 5 days ago, as it was not getting better. And I thought, oh, the shot stopped working, but I am healing. I am doing it. It's such a big deal. The difference between life with constant pain and not is everything else is a far second in terms of things that I'm grateful about. George says, I feel the same way. Music changes the mood. Jennifer asking, do I have 4 burns if I include the 2 renegade burns? Someone told me all you need is art, community, and fire for it to be a burn. I think so. It depends on how you phrase it. Like I think that, was it 2000? The first renegade burn, like I wouldn't call that Burning Man, but you could call it a burn, I think. The year after that, when it was like an official renegade, I think that definitely counts as a burn. If you're talking about, some people count their burns like number of events. Like if you went to 4th of July, or people talk about regionals as burns. So some people count all their like regional events as burns. So it kind of depends on how you phrase things. And it's not a competition. Although I love to make it a competition because I've got a lot of burns under my belt. Darren says, is going to the burn for only a few days worth it? Well, I'm only going for 3 full days this year. 2 half days and 3 full days. So I'm hoping so. I might regret it because it takes so much preparation and 2 days driving on both sides. So I'm kind of hoping, 2 days driving in an old motorhome that's super hot and hard to drive. But clearly I think it's worth it. Jade says, that's why I'm starting with my walks again. It helps with the pain. 3 days into my walks and the pain has subsided a bit. That's everything. People say, if you don't have your health, you don't have anything. It's such an abstract concept until you don't have your health. When you are sick or when you are in pain, it is so clear what life priorities are. And I got to admit that like one of the gifts of the nerve pain in January was it really, really knocked me about and said, you need to prioritize maintenance of your body as you age, because no food tastes good. No fun is fun. Even sex, I'm like, I don't feel like it because I'm in pain. It's like all the things that give joy, give less joy when you don't feel good. Wolfie says, hell yeah, 2020 was my first burn, a chance micro burn with a 40-person camp in the woods. Hello, happy Sunday to you, Don. Bustled said, I think if you haven't been before, it could be a good way to figure out if you connect with the environment and community. The risk is you'll be hungry for more after 3 days. Yeah. My first year in 1998, I got there on Thursday and did Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and left. And I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm going to come as soon as I can from then on, which was either Monday or earlier if I had early passes from then on. Until last year. Last year was the first year since my first that I didn't go for the full week. Juan says, I'm grateful that my cargo trailer is in the shop this year and it will have brakes. Woo woo! Happy Sunday! Thanks, Wade. Happy Sunday to you. All right, last chance for some gratitude if anyone wants to share anything that they're feeling grateful for. I'm grateful for this opportunity to connect. I'm grateful I'm feeling better. I'm grateful for cooler days in San Diego. And grateful for, I'm grateful that I get to visit Lisa's family next weekend and that I'm feeling better. I was a little nervous about being in pain and traveling, but it's going to be a great trip. I'm looking forward to it. And yeah, grateful for a smooth and inspiring journey towards burn. So wherever you are, give yourself a squeeze and think of you connecting to me and to everyone here, sinking to that place of shared humanity, reminding ourselves that we can be love ambassadors today. We can be the ones who are friendly and kind to ourselves and to others. As we take a deep breath in together and squeeze. On behalf of Grandpa Caleb and all of you beautiful love ambassadors, thanks for being here today for our love morning. Enjoy the day. I love you. Bye.